So today I am apparently in St. Paul, Minnesota. Actually, I am back in Tres Rios. I wanted to go somewhere today that was kind of far away, but not a day trip. And it took me a little bit longer to get here than I thought it would. But it is somewhere different, so let's see what's going on in Tres Rios today. And I do have a few places I want to see. We're starting here in the city park where we've been before. I'm just going to walk around real quick and see what's going on. So my school finished yesterday. I'm done with my program, which means I have a lot more free time. And I should be going on epic quests, and I may be doing that. But it has been, it's kind of difficult because near my house, there's not a lot of places that are different enough to be interesting, but close enough to get to easily. Tres Rios is one of those, but it is kind of a difficult bus ride to get here. Once I do get here, and this is my only second trip here, I do feel pretty peaceful and at ease, even though I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of wandering around. But it does feel different. Especially look at that wind. That's a nice wind. Oh, and here we have like a nice little footbridge. You know how much I love footbridges. And I believe this is one of the three rivers, or what they would call a river. And this actually might be one of the rivers we know in its starting point. Continues this way, joins with other rivers. That's why it's called Three Rivers. And I'm going to go this way. So after making a little turn through that neighborhood, I'm about to cross the river again. Sometimes I don't know what type of neighborhood I'm going through. Sometimes it's very residential, almost feels like a private neighborhood. So I don't like to record in those places. Let's see what's on the other side here, though. So when I was first thinking about coming here today, I didn't want to come here too early and then spend hours just walking around because I'm waiting for the first train. I can also take a bus back, but I'm waiting for the first train. But then happened to delay. By the time I got here, it was 3 o'clock, and the first train is at 4:15. And the last train where I can come home at the light is a little bit before 5. So now my trip is kind of abbreviated, but it's good to see something else. And I do have one thing that I do want to see. So if you look at this road, this is actually the road I live on. But much like when I came back from Kings Valley, that's a really theoretical situation. This road goes north for several miles, then turns left, goes by Parque del Este, etc. But I do want to see one thing. So a lot of times in the United States, I'll just pick a road and go up it, and sometimes it'll give me access to really beautiful places, and sometimes it will be scary and dangerous. So around San Jose, there's a lot of just open space. So one thing I'm wondering is this, do roads like this go to places where I can have a nice, pleasant walk? And I'm going to walk along it for a while and see as it leaves the city if it has any type of sidewalk or area I can walk on. And also, spoilers, there's some railroad track. Well, so far, this seems to be a pleasant enough walk, but I've only got a couple of blocks. I'm still in the city, although it's starting to get more residential. So I'm going to continue, I don't know, another 10, 20 minutes, see what it looks like. So now we have left city, and look, we are in some farmland, but we still have a sidewalk. That is perfect. And these are going to Google Maps. This place is called Bella Vista Coffee Tours, which is Spanish for Bella Vista Tours de Cafés. And so here we might be getting into what I've called before, like agritourism. And let's just see how far up this sidewalk continues. Because after all that time on the bus and stuff, I'm starting to enjoy myself. Nice weather, light breeze, nice scenery, but not too nice of scenery. We have this, still feels kind of scrappy to me, and I like that. This road does have some incline to it. When I do get home, I will feel pleasantly rested for the day. By the way, this plant on my right is a water purification plant, and it's been going on for a while. It's a pretty big one, but I don't know the entire story behind that. And I'm continuing to climb this road. So I walked a little ways, and this road was what I thought was going to turn into a little country road, and it looks like that could happen ahead. But I've walked for a while, so I'm going to turn around now, go back to town this way. So it's a nice late afternoon. Sun is setting, and as I've said before, when the sun sets here, it gets dark quickly. And, you know, I've only been here about an hour walking around, but when I go someplace new, just walking around and seeing new things for an hour can really refresh me. So, good decision to come here, even though, you know, not the most totally scenic, natural experience or something, and kind of a hassle to get here, but it was worth it. It's always worth it to see somewhere new. And I said it was a lucky day to come, and you can see, because there's a rainbow right there. Interestingly, a rainbow without any rain. I did feel something, but that's a big rainbow for what doesn't feel like a rainy day. And, wow, yeah, good luck, I guess. And in this direction, you can see Barcelona, which is the name of the Tres Rios train station. Well, I said there was no rain, but you can see there's some wind going on, and it might start raining. And I also not quite sure where I am. Well, that was an interesting adventure. Saw some new things. Still surprised by what I see here. And so, after having another visit to Tres Rios, I'm gonna wait for this train. So there's a train coming in, and look how close it is to the buildings. I'm not used to that. This train, as you can see, is coming from that direction. That's the direction I want to go. So this train is going on to Cartago, maybe all the way to Paraiso. And then I'm going to wait another 20 minutes for maybe this train or maybe for another one to return. I think a different one. This one won't return for a while.
Próxima parada, Marta. Nuestros trenes son libres de acceso. Got off of that train. Had a nice little adventure day, walked around. It's getting dark, going home. And I've said this before, like a lot of times I don't really know what I'm going to see, so I don't have a central thesis. I just take a lot of footage, and hopefully it's still good, and it's getting dark and I'm going home, and that's the end of the day.